Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Shadows over Loathing. It's time to get back to school. Alright, I still have geology and culinary science to do, and I think I'm just gonna do whichever one I find first in this episode. Yeah. Nightcrawlers, barbecue sauce, herd of fly. Those are my side quests. I know that I saw the, what was it? The culinary science lab in one episode when we were getting lost around the school, but I don't actually remember where that was. It'll be all up to luck. Let's see what happens. Beep beep. You turn around to see a postman tip his cap to Molly and putter away on his motor scooter. Look, I got a present from my jelly bean up in the big house. The big house? What, like a mansion? Jail, you dope. She's doing time upstate because she went off track during a bank job and gave a copper lead poisoning. Is Jellybean her girlfriend? Or like her mom? Let's see here. She made me a license plate, 301178, and a handmade shiv, and a bottle of toilet vodka. Can you add them and leave it? Oh, I miss her so much. Toilet vodka? Well, it's like bathtub gin, just, more so. Her max HP increases by 5. Nice. Alright. Oh, geology, right here. Oh, there's one of these. Close it. 10 XP. What's my XP look like? 51? Not enough to get anything. It's definitely out of coal at this point. Okay, geology is right here. I guess we're doing geology. Come on, press the Athena button. Can I go in here, please? Student ID, Vivian Saunders identified. Access to this doorway is limited to students and faculty in the geology department. That's me. Authorization verified. Access granted. Go on in. This is where the professor would sit if there was a professor here. It's a poster for a rock-focused fraternity that might sound cool, but remember, rock music won't be invented for another 20 years or so. Lambda Iota Theta House. That sounds like it would have been fun if I got the geopsychologist perk, or whatever it's called, class, like minor class. That's also a good thing to get, because I remember, what's his face, the man with two faces, Dennis or Dustin or something, I don't think that's his name, either of those. But he was saying that the stat challenges in culinary science, a good place to get stench armor is the fraternity couches. So, alright, an informational plinth. One of the main projects of SIT Geology's department is the study of hypercrystalline thauomorphic diorites, known to the layman as hex rock. Hex rock has many fascinating properties. For more information, continue to the right to read the rest of the plinths. Can't look at it. Like other diorites, the specific mineral composition and configuration of hex rock varies from sample to sample. Some of these configurations have been observed to violate the known laws of physics, such as gravity. See display. Other configurations have been observed to violate the known laws of the state, such as aggravated assault. Sample not available for safety reasons. Oh, what's this one doing? A hex rock sample of the correct composition and sufficient mass can exert an influence over the non-thauomorphic, viz., I'm not sure what that means, ordinary and boring rocks in its vicinity. This property is referred to as charisma. Ah! That's hurting me! Is it the flying rocks that are hurting me, or the aura? It's probably the flying rocks. That's a very cool effect that looks rather out of place in this art style. Perhaps most interestingly, some hex rock samples have been observed to be thauomically entangled with other, larger samples in such a way as to cause the larger hex rocks to materialize or dematerialize when the smaller switch hex rocks are interacted with. See display. This appears to work regardless of distance or intervening obstructions, and sometimes a single switch hex rock exerts control over more than one target hex rock. I'll be honest with you, we haven't got the foggiest idea of how this works, and some of us are kind of freaked out by it. Is this like a transportation thing? It's shimmery as it is floaty and twice as spinny. Ooh. Where'd it go? Wow. Neat. Wow. Alright, I want it here so that other students can see it. Even a small hex rock of the correct composition, placed in a Morton engine such as this one, can be used to generate an almost unlimited amount of electricity, albeit of low to middling voltage. This particular sample, for instance, powers the elevator down to the department quarry. Unfortunately, attempts to artificially synthesize this type of hex rock have not yet been fruitful. Despite what the sign says, there doesn't seem to actually be a hex rock in that engine thingamajig. Okay, so where do I get a hex rock for it? Can I take one of these? Or do I go to the fraternity for it? Yeah, I want to go to the fraternity. And I go straight there. This mailbox is made of foreign stone, which means it's not a federal crime to steal mail from it. Let's steal it then. Zeta Omega Omicron. Just some junk mail and a flyer for a different frat house. Wow, these frat guys are super into geology. The entire frat house is carved from a single huge block of stone. Really nice craftsmanship too. Must have taken forever. Not only did they sculpt a stone bar, they even did stone bottles and cups. That's real dedication to an art. You're not sure whether this counts as a painting or a sculpture. This solid stone couch looks uncomfortable, but it's still in your top 5 frat house couches. Check under the cushions. I got some meat. There's nothing on the hat rock. Is there anyone here? It's hard to say what this is. A fridge, maybe? Or an armoire? It doesn't open. It's solid stone. Where do they keep their food and or clothes? The members of this frat apparently don't care about comfort or privacy as much as they care about sticking to a theme. Are these their beds? A bowl of stone fruit, you know, like peaches and plums. Where are the people? Wow, this is incredible. Not only did this fraternity chisel a whole frat house out of stone and carve furniture to match, they even went so far as to sculpt a bunch of frat boy statues. Presumably they store them up here and haul them downstairs to fill out the space for parties. I'm thinking this is a Medusa kind of thing. Like, maybe they didn't used to be rock. Nothing here used to be rock. There's also some kind of weird stone thing. It looks a bit like one of those newfangled televisions you've read about, except triangular. Somebody's science project, maybe. Oh hey, a hex rock! It looks just about the right size to run that elevator gizmo in the geology classroom. The frat guys must all be on vacation, so they probably won't mind if you borrow this. They can always pick it up from the classroom when they get back. You consider leaving them a note, but you don't have a chisel. Huh, a lot of stuff quit working when you took that. Elevator power rock is a genre of music that will never become popular. They'll figure it out. Should I put it back? Whoops, that hex rock must have been powering the triangle vision. Hopefully you didn't break it. There's a stone hat on the floor here. Stone frat cap. Plus 4 physical armor. That's better than the one I have on. The one that I just made comfy. It's fine. I have so much physical armor. Yeah, I think I'm good for now. Yeah, let's see. How much physical armor do I have? 7. Way more than anything else. Okay. This statue looks like it's yelling something. They must take this one to football games, haha. This statue is praying. How traditional. This statue is covering its eyes with one hand. Some kind of political commentary, maybe? This statue is holding its hands up in a desperate warding gesture. It must be symbolic of students' fears of leaving school and having to join the workforce. This statue is doing some kind of crazy dance. They definitely bring this one downstairs for parties. This statue has kind of a nervous expression. Maybe it represents the sculptor's academic stress. I can't put the hex rock back. I want to see what the triangle vision did. Okay. Oh, I want to go to the other frat first. Some student has left a mini fridge on the sidewalk, with one sign on it that says free and the second smaller sign that says broken. You notice some residue on the fridge's condenser coil, which turns out to be the discarded eggshells of a frost cockroach. Grab them. Frost cockroaches are pretty rare because filthy places are seldom kept at sub-zero temperatures. Frosty flakes. Ooh, yeah, this is a place where I get the stench armor. This trash can is sparklingly clean, probably from years of disuse. What's the crazy music going on here? Spooky. Some very muscular flies are buzzing around a pile of discarded protein powder. I got powerful grit. Even though it's an inert powder, you're still pretty sure it's going to bully you. It sounds like a raucous party is happening inside here. Oh geez. This guy is still dancing in spite of obvious nausea. Just a frat guy doing a little grilling. Indoors. Hi, is it safe to grill indoors like that? I mean, it's not my house, so whatever. Fair enough. Can't really get the taste I'm looking for, though. Say, can I get you to do me a favor? The music in here is very loud. I don't know if you can hear me. Sure, what? I got a buddy over at Phi Upsilon Tau. His burgers always come out super good. Some kind of special wood chips or something. Could you go over here and get some for me? I gotta stay here and watch the queue. Okay. Oh, this poor girl. SIT kids dance to a different beat. This guy is certainly cutting a rug. Ahead of his time. This frat guy is throwing food at a makeshift dummy. His precision is uncanny. Hi, I'm Vivian. Sup, babe? I'm Glordo. Hi, Glordo. You're really going to town on that training dummy. Yeah, I picked this up in the army. You were in the army? Yeah, I was in the Cola Wars. Saw things you wouldn't believe. True horror. Wait, how old are you? 31. And he went back to school. Good for him. Well, I guess that explains your skill with throwing food. You learned that in the army? Yeah, except it wasn't so much learning as being experimented on by military scientists with highly dubious ethics, babe. Oh wow, what did they do? Made me drink a bunch of experimental super soldier syrup? Crazy stuff. I barely remember any of what happened to me, but the nightmares will follow me forever. Jeez. Do you have any of that syrup left? The super soldier syrup? Yeah, I stole a whole case of it on my way out. Can I have some? Yeah, I can give you a dose. But not for free, babe. You gotta bring me a treat. A treat? What kind of treat? I need 5 cotton candies. They have them at the Ocean City Boardwalk. Got it. Dried pudding, ew. The volume on this radio is turned up to an irresponsible level. This couch has some moss growing on it. I would like the stench armor, please. The knob of this door is slathered with bacon grease. This dessert cart is cleaner than most of the things near it. You find a baklava wrapped in a balaclava. A fancy and exotic dessert made from phyllo dough, honey, and nuts. To this day, nobody knows what phyllo dough is. This is meat dropped from 50%. And a balaclava. This hat is great for concealing your identity so that nobody can make fun of you for how badly you ski. Cold armor. Okay. What's this chair? This recliner has a sign on it that says free, which you assume means something other than being free of stains. Alright. Sleaze armor. I have 5 sleaze armor, and I have a book. Yes. I want more sleaze armor. And she said, thank you, but wherever did you find a can opener at this time of night? Oh, that's terrible. You're embarrassed to admit you laugh. There's still a lot of filth to wade through here. Not right now, but I should have enough sleaze armor now. Yes. The fuse box was stuffed full of celery. Close it. A very old manhole cover. Still don't know what to do with manhole covers. This drum smells like vermouth. I got a drum vermouth. Take it to the speakeasy. You don't trust any organization that stockpiles this much margarine. Miscellaneous basement junk. Junk mail and paperclip. Oh, make some stuff. Fancy combat items. 5 sleaze damage to all enemies. Reduce target's physical armor by 5. Deal 5 cold damage to all enemies. Reduce stats by 3. Let's see what the basic combat items do. Increases physical armor by 5, do 5 cold damage, and reduce muscle by 5. Okay, let's see. You can probably only make one of these. Let's make the deal 5 sleaze damage. What else? Flesh speckle, cool compress. Let's make one of those. Alright. Nothing else I can do down here? Okay. I would still like to sleep on this disgusting couch. There's a necktie hanging on the knob of this door, and you refuse to find out what that means. Ugh, someone spilled cantaloupe all over the stairs. How did that even happen? Oh hey, is that a hobo? A young lady is operating still here. You must be a chemical student, right? Good guess, but nope. I'm basically a hobo. I've been renting out my services in this portable still to make ends meet. That still doesn't look very portable. Oh, it's much lighter than you'd expect. I see. Well, that still doesn't look very portable. Do you know any hobo code you could teach me? Oh, sure. Some say the booze-related glyphs are the most useful ones. Tell her about the hobo camp. You know, there's a big hobo camp over near Ocean City. I bet your skills will be really popular there. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm saving up to buy a new hat first, though. I want to put my best foot forward, you know? Seriously, I don't think they'd mind. I know, but it's for my own self-confidence. I wouldn't expect a woman who owns her own still to have issues with self-confidence. Oh, I don't drink this stuff. You could use it to degrease industrial machinery. How much do you need for your hat? 87 meat? Okay, I'll cover you. Oh, well, are you sure? Yeah, it's no problem. Thank you so much. Come see me at the camp later and I'll pay you back. Alright. Fraternity's communal wardrobe. Wire coat hanger. Beneath your standards, you find some clothes. Just barely above them, you find a coat hanger. Most of the books on the shelf have been ruined, but not all of them. Advanced bullying techniques. Combat skill, Noogie. Reduce target stats by 3. It's kind of surprising that somebody interested enough in these techniques to write them down would be literate enough to do so. Alright, can I read that right now? Yes. Noogie. Read the book, learning the exact angles and positions to use for maximum Noogie infliction. There are a bunch of charts and diagrams, but you need to take some time to really study them. Alright, what's my accessories look like? Oh, I probably need the spooky armor for whatever I'm doing now. Next. Oh, new combat skill. Yes. This gold-plated door has a sign on it that says See Chartney. Who that is, or why someone who can afford a gold-plated bedroom door will live in this dump is anyone's guess. You're too intimidated by the door's opulence and its deadbolt. Stench armor. You can tell from 5 feet away that this door leads to the bathroom. From the grunting and shouting, there's either a brawl or a sporting event taking place in this room, possibly both. Let's join in. Ooh, gremlin. Ow! Ow! Oh boy. Jeez. Okay. Okay. I guess I will do this. Oh god. Okay. Alright, he is gonna take all that damage now. I think you are the one I need to get rid of. They're immune to bleed, but it's fine. Okay, he's gonna hurt Molly. I love how he brushed himself off. Alright. Get him, Molly. Alright. Poison him, Dee Dee. Youch. Alright. Alright, it's still a brawl. Okay. Alright. What about this chair? Let's drag it back to my room. You hang your SIT pennant on the wall. Now anybody who comes to visit will think you're educated, and that's the important part. The recliner's terrible, but the price was right. Inherent stink plus 3 stench armor. You sit in the terrible chair until you can't stand the stench anymore, and then you keep sitting in it until you get used to the stench. Alright. Can I do stuff with any of the other things in this room, like the cow head? No, that's just sitting over the thing. What about... Oh, a fresh briefcase sits out the nightstand. Vivian, congratulations on your successful shakedown. You will be contacted with another request in due timeliness. Briefcase full of meat. Well, let's open it. That's a lot of gabagool. Okay. Oh, I got a new phone message. Call the mob back. Upon auditorially processing the alert bell from this telephonic device, I have answered it. Come on, Don. Dial it back a notch. As it is you who have dialed my number, I do not entirely understand this request, Miss Saunders. Alright, well anyway, what do you need? Our observational list has reported that you have or will soon become operational within Portcom and the locus of education known as the Seaside Institute of Technology. Is this another shakedown? I'm not going to put the screws on an entire university for you. That will not be necessary. We are not in a competitive relationship with this academical institution. No kidding. The specific task we require of you is too sensitivinal to communicate to you in a telephonular manner. Proceed to the luncheonette Fission Chips, whereupon you will meet with one of our operatives, who is known by the sobriquet Greasy Steve. You will recognize him by... No, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I'll know him when I see him. Then fortuitous chance on your objective. Alright. I have stench armor. So I'm gonna go right on back to the frat. The stinky frat. Which is this one, I believe. Oh, you wander through a doorway marked Department of Esoteric and Forbidden Mathematics and immediately get lost, despite the fact that it was a single straight hallway without any intersections. The walls and floor meet at weird angles, and I didn't mention the ceiling because there isn't one, just another wall. As you're desperately trying to keep your cool and figure your way out of here, an office door opens and a cloud of irrational numbers seeps out. So irrational that you might as well call them insane. Let's fight them. Oh boy. This is like something out of Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass, fighting sentient, crazy numbers. 5 physical damage and increase its own muscle by 3. Yikes. Okay. Intends to set all combatant stats to random prime numbers. Okay, gotta get rid of you first. Algebra Vortex is going to raise all its ally stats and lower all of your party stats by 1. Okay. Let's incite a riot. You should actually be killed by poison now. And... I just want to get rid of you. Because I can take that damage. Bop, 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 bop. I love Molly. She's my favorite. Mobius cookie, loose integers, mechanical calculator. You won. Take that, math. Score 1 for the humanities. Yeah, humanities. I was a foreign language major in college. Very proud of that. My favorite classes were the literature ones. Alright, this is a mechanical calculator, as distinct from an organic calculator, which is just a person who does arithmetic for money. Reduce stats and HP by mysticality. Your mysticality. Okay. Alright. I need the stinky... I needed the stinky to go into this room. No? Still not enough stench armor? 4. Okay. What's my... I can just change my hat, I guess. Although, what's my food effect right now? +5 to max HP. and the only thing I have for stench are the hats and the cheese, I think. Yeah. Oh, I could put... Yeah, I'm gonna put on the handkerchief. Oh, it goes around my face. Usually the accessories don't do much in that. Let's see. If I put on... No. Although if I put in the sunglasses, yeah, those go on. Alright. Let's go in. Art. This is either a special toilet for a really tall guy named Art, or a toilet hung by a genius. This is just a pile of toilet shards. The toilet still works, but its spirit is broken. It even sounds horrible. Oh, that is horrible. Gain 40 HP. XP. Yes. Entomologist Grace. 2 times materials from gathering. Let's see. I need to make some notes. First of all, let's review my notes. Fruit cellar, Proctor House combination, crystal mine, and the secure earth locks. I'm gonna write a note. Frat house, combat items. This is for crafting stations. Park, science center, potions, I believe. And Doughboy hideout. Actually, refrigerator factory, cooking. Okay. Yes. Okay, I just needed to remind myself where all the things are. Alright. What's my stats look like now? Oh, my mysticality sucks now. I'm gonna put on... This is mysticality. Instead of the cufflinks, I'm gonna put on a necklace, because I'm a classy lady. Okay. Still can't go in here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just do more frat stuff. You okay, Molly? You've gone 5 whole minutes without saying a word. Oh, that's unexpected. Where'd you find the book? Huh? Oh, on a bench somewheres. It's pretty interesting. Applied ballistics. You think we'll be needing to throw a 90-kilogram projectile over 300 meters? Because there's a real juicy diagram in here, look. Gee, Molly, you could be the girl that revolutionizes gang warfare, except the opposite of revolutionized. Okay? Oh, goodness. This front door is overgrown with vines. Okay, I guess I'm not going in there. But I can go in the backyard. This trash can smells as good as it looks. A fraternity guy tending the barbecue here. Hi, what you doing? Queuing. What? It's a cute way to say barbecuing. Here, try one of these bad boys. Vegetable sausage. A sausage-shaped mass of leaves and mulch in a potato skin casing. Here's his max HP. What is it? It's a special plant-based sausage I'm working on. Is it any good? I didn't call it a good boy just now. I figure I need another, I don't know, 80 or 90 years to really get it right. I see. Well, thanks all the same, I guess. Don't mention it. Say, do you like to queue? Oh, yes. Pointless secrecy, exaggerate. I've never tried it. Well, here, have one of these queuing forks. I've got like 10 of them. Once people find out you're into queuing, you start getting them for every birthday in Crimbo. Barbecue fork. Mysticality plus 4 hot damage. If you want to move a sausage around on the grill, there's no better tool than a pair of tongs. If you don't have tongs, I guess you can try to make do with one of these things. Gosh, thanks. Okay, I'm guessing that... What was that side quest? Wood chips? Okay. Oh, it's a mesquite tree, unless you're mistaken. I got some mesquite chips. You gather some chips of bark, leaving the trees none worse for wear, you hope. This guy is shivering and his teeth are chattering loudly. I was hanging out at that weird stone frat, and I left my jacket at the bar. I'm freezing. I guess there is kind of an unnatural chill in the air. I'm real susceptible to changes in narrative atmosphere. If you're heading in the direction of Lambda Iota Theta, could you stop and grab my jacket for me? It's soft and comforting. Sure, no problem. I Thanks. Oh, there's a kitty out here. This cat is writhing around in a pile of catnip in either agony or ecstasy. You'll definitely avoid the flailing claws and gnashing teeth and give him a little scratch on his chin. As you do, you see his color, which reads Sprig. Alright. Sprig's boon is +1 muscle. Sprig's affections have inspired you. Your muscles throb like mighty oaks, and your nerves twinkle like tiny fibers of hallucinogenic herb. I'll keep my current boon, because my muscle's pretty good, all things considered. This pot contains dozens of different kinds of flowers, all grafted together into some kind of weird-smelling plantenstein. It's a shrubberman of some sort. What's the shrub you're working on? It's a new strain of super aloe. I think I've heard of aloe. That's a medicinal thing, right? Yep, it's great for burns and rashes and so on. Here, try some. Neat, thanks. Heal for 10 and remove on fire from target. Leaf. This frat guy is tending a row of malty-smelling plants. He looks busy and you don't really have a reason to bother him. This plant is really hopping. We can't get beer from there? Wow, this house is even more vined up on this side. Alright. So I have the wood chips. I think I'm just gonna go back to the stinky frat. Oh. After this, I'm gonna go back to the stinky frat. You turn a corner and encounter a very weird sight. And yes, I'm aware that your tolerance for things being weird is already pretty high at this point. There are 3 shadows here, this time in the shape of little people. They seem to be groveling and praying and twitching before a 4th little shadow figure, which is basically the same, except it has horns and a little pitchfork like a cartoon devil. Is this meant to be some kind of shadow mimicry and or mockery of human religions? Am I maybe overthinking this? Let's fight the shadows. Oh goodness, there's a lot of them. Well, at least they can be poisoned. That's good to know. Oh god. They want to do a lot of damage. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I need more spooky armor. Alright. Of course, I'm going to do this first. Alright. Okay. Okay. One of them is definitely going to kill Dee Dee. That's unfortunate, but it's true. So this one's going to take 5 poison damage. So let's throw this. Alright, I think I want to throw a baseball at this one too. And then I want to mace this one. Alright, there it goes. Bye, Dee Dee. Oh, +3 to all stats? Oh boy. That's good at least. Yikes. Okay, I need to cure that bleed. How do I cure bleed? Cure bleeding. I swear I had more to cure bleeding. Yes. Apply. Yes, I am no longer... I got that thing on my face. Alright. This one's gonna attack me. This one's gonna claw Molly. This one's gonna attack Molly too. Well, I'll throw a baseball at you. And I wanna protect Molly. Or should I protect myself? Yes, I want to attack this one. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Look at it scurry. Oh no, I'm gonna die. There I go. But Molly, you can save the day. Sweet Dee Dee goes stronger. You won. There'll be no incomprehensible maybe satire on your watch. Alright. Oh, hey kitty, over here. Molly seems to be practicing some kind of dance with a lot of quick movements and hopping around. What's up? Working on your dance moves? Sure, kinda. Except this dance ain't about cutting a rug. Hee hee. She makes a sharp gesture and the blade of her flick knife snaps open. It's about cutting an enemy of some sort. See? Right, yeah, I get it. Molly will now act earlier in combat. And let's just give this guy his wood chips. Hey, fantastic. Thanks, babe. Those are probably gonna make it real smoky in here, though. Haha, yeah. That's how you know it's a party. Woo! Alright. I got a few more frat-centric side quests, but I think I'm gonna do those in the next episode. I have been Mars, and I will be back with more Shadows over Loathing.